Hi, welcome guys. Abstract class means a class which is declared with abstract keyword is known as abstract class. And what this abstract class can contain means it can have an abstract method or non-abstract method also. Okay, what is abstract method means? Abstract method means a method with empty body. So keyword abstract should be, but the body should be empty. If this is a case, you called as abstract method. Okay, and you can also have your non-abstract method, which means method will have some content, some statements. Okay, but it will be like a specialized method, like a static method or a final method. Likewise, you can have specialized method means that comes under called as non-abstract methods. So this abstract class can contain abstract method or non-abstract method. So non-abstract methods are like similar to your um, final, static and your constructors. Okay, so why do we what is an abstraction? Data abstraction means it shows you only the essential things to the user, but it hides the implementation part. So as in the previous video I have told you about what is data abstraction, right? So in abstract class you will be defining what is the function alone, but the definition part is empty. Okay, but the definition part will be happened at your child class alone. Okay, so what is the rules for applying your abstract classes means you should use the keyword called abstract when you are defining a class or a variable or a method. Okay, next, this abstract class can contain abstract or non-abstract methods, and it cannot be instantiated, which means this abstract classes cannot create an objects. You are not supposed to create objects for the abstract classes because no use in calling your abstract classes. It just tell you the agenda. Okay, what it contains, that it you cannot use any values or you cannot update any values. Okay, so we are not going to create objects for the abstract classes, rather than we create objects for the child classes. And it can have your final methods also, and it can have your constructor and static methods, that is called as non-abstract methods. So these are the rules of defining your abstract class. Next, this is the syntax for defining your abstract class. So the syntax is keyword abstract followed by the class name. Okay, here keyword abstract and keyword class followed by the class name as A. Okay, ensure that, remember that here the flower bracket is empty. Okay, if you say it is empty, it doesn't have any definition part, it doesn't have any implementation part. Okay, here it is empty. This is how you call it as an abstract class. So what is abstract method means it doesn't have any definition part. So see here I have an example program demonstrating your abstract. So check, I have a class called abstract class and that is bike. Okay, so inside the bike I have a function called run. Okay, this run is also belongs to abstract. So inside the run it is nothing, I don't have definition part here. Am I right? Do I have a run definition part here? Do I have flower bracket and telling the some println statement that it is bike is running? Do I have a statement? No, I don't have a statement because this is abstract method. If you are defining an abstract method abdina, your body will be empty. Okay, okay, fine. um, then I have one more class called Honda. Okay, so I have one more class called Honda. So this blue color I'm going to call as Honda. This Honda is going to extend your bike. So Honda 4 extends your bike abdina. Bike contain one function called run. Am I right? But the run method is empty. Okay, I have loaded the function first. Then I enter into block of my Honda 4. Here the same method I have defined. So compiler will check, do I have a run method here? Yes, I have a run method, but the definition part is not there. So what is this definition part? System.out.println running safely. Okay, so this patch running safely alone be copied and pasted at this particular point. So running safely, so this will be updated in my child class. Okay, rather than deleting and then pasting, I have kept as an empty body. Now I can able to copy and paste it. Okay, I can do read operation alone. Okay, sorry, I can do write operation alone at this juncture. Then it is normal procedure that I have created a object for my child class, and this child class is going to call this Honda, and obj.run is nothing but child class is going to call the run method. If this obj is trying to call abdina, what is the content? I think I should draw some clear picture. Okay, so I write small here. So run here, it is empty body. Okay, now I have drawn Honda class. Okay, just a second. So now first my class is bike. Here I have run. Okay, and what is the content of run means? Empty. Okay, I don't have any agenda. This is bike class. Okay, now I am going to draw for the Honda class. Okay, this is Honda class, right? So object is obj. Okay, so this Honda class going to extend the run feature. Okay, run. Okay, at press, and this empty body will be loaded. Okay, but when I tried to enter into this particular run function, my content is running safely. Now what happens? The content alone appended in this particular junction. Okay, running safely, this particular content alone appended into my function. So if this object obj is trying to call this run function abdina, the content is running safely. So I could compute my execution in a faster way like this. So you should keep it in the memory. You have to create object for the class. So you have to create object for the parent class, Dakanna, remember. So I have made in the box, right? Create object for the parent class, but here you should call the constructor. Okay, that it comes with a rule, right? When you have your main function inside a child class, you have to create object for the parent class. Okay, don't confuse with that. Okay, you have to create an object for the parent class and call the Honda method. Okay, so this should be remembered. Note your point. So data abstraction is achieved here by I have a run function, but I don't know how this run function will be working. Okay, so this is called data abstraction. So class abstraction. So this is another example. If you see here, class shape. Okay, this is an abstract, and I have a draw method. So draw method is made as abstract, which means I don't have any definition part. So the definition parts will be defined in my child classes alone. Okay, so rectangle has defined in a way that drawing rectangle, and circle class has defined in a way that drawing circle. Okay, but how do I call an object abdina? I create object for the parent class. So I create object for the parent class and I called the concerned constructor to invoke it. It is similar like your like override. It is similar like your runtime polymorphism. Okay, where you will create only one object for the parent class and you will call the concerned constructor for invoking the concern method, right? Overriding method, overridden method. Am I right? So overridden means it is child class method. So likewise, abstract class is also a runtime polymorphism. So you need to create object for the parent class and constructor should be called for the child class. Okay. So likewise, I have called the function called circle. So when I go here, Abdina, the circle will be loaded with drawing circle. Okay. Your working methodology, when you see the program அப்படின்னா it will be like similar ma, but concept how it is working, right? So that should be understood. How come this abstract class is working and how come it is overriding working அப்படின்னா if you know the methodology, like first it will load your parent class and then it will update with the child class. Okay, once you made this particular parent class function to be empty அப்படின்னா your computation gets faster. So that I go for abstract classes, so that you need to know this understanding. So this is again one more example for bank. I have two subclasses and I created object for the bank class and I just call the concern constructor for printing the values. Okay, but the keyword here it is represented as abstract, abstract and abstract. Though it is represented as abstract, you don't have any definition part. Actually, when you see in overriding example, both runtime polymorphism example, the bank example and this runtime polymorphism bank example as well as abstract class bank example, both will be similar except this part, the keyword abstract. And in runtime polymorphism, rate of interest return 0. Okay, this particular part will be missing. Okay, so this is another example which tell you about a abstract class which contains a constructor, a data member, I mean variable, and a normal method. Okay, so consider here I have a constructor called bike and method, I mean abstract method called run, and a normal method, okay, wide change gear. Okay, this behaves normally. Okay, see here I have one more class called Honda. This Honda is going to extend your bike. So all the three things will be loaded in your bike also. Okay, and then I have created one more class. Okay, so one more class called test abstraction. So this is a single inheritance, right? So I need to create object for the child class. So I have create this is runtime polymorphism, right? So I have created object for the parent class. Okay, and I have called the constructor called Honda. Okay, actually let us discuss the template each and everything. Okay, one by one. So bike your bike contains three parts. One is constructor bike, okay, and run methodology which has empty body, so it is abstract, and gear, change gear. Okay, this is normal method. Okay, so when Honda is trying to extend the bike அப்படின்னா the entire data will be replicated in my Honda class also. Okay, this is Honda. Now in my Honda, this function is already defined and that is new to me, so I accept it directly. And bike constructor is also invoked when the object is created. But here this is the function I have not defined anything, right? So do I have a run method in my child class? Yes, I have defined. So now the running safely is copied here. So I write it as run R. Okay, R means running safely. Now it is overwritten. Now the template of your Honda is pakka ready. Okay. Now I have created object for the bike. Whenever I create an object, the constructor is called. Do I have a constructor for bike? Yes, I have a constructor. So the constructor will be executed. So bike is created. Okay, this particular thing will be printed. Next I come back here, new Honda, which means I'm going to call the default constructor of Honda method. Okay, now object is at this juncture. Now obj dot run, my object is obj. Okay, so obj is going to call the run method. What is the content of run method I have? It is running safely, so this also will be printed. And then obj dot change gear. Do I have accessibility of change gear? Yes, it is available because it is extended. So change gear also possible. So gear changed will be printed in my output screen. Okay, this is called as abstract class with a normal method and with abstract method and a constructor. Thank you.